We haven't seen this in a while. New unemployment claims have risen for the 3 straight weeks, but the number of people receiving benefits is at its lowest level in over half a century. Yesterday, the Department of Labor said 1.3 million jobless claims were paid during the first week of May. That is the fewest since December, get this, 1969. So the big news out there is there are a lot of jobs open. How are you going to make sure that you fit into all this? Well, we have experts for you today. Will Graham from Graham Personnel Services, Chris Rivera and Lee Howell from Gilbert Works are with us today answering your job and hiring questions. It's an anonymous thing. You send in your text question, they answer it on the spot. Here's how you get it done. You text us that question, 336-379-5775. Remember, this is a text only, so please don't call. All right, first and foremost, let's just talk about the job marketplace right now. Will Graham, what are you seeing?
Everyone's hiring is what we're seeing. The whole United States economy is hiring at this point in time, and so is Graham Personnel Services. We work with, I don't know, more than 150 companies here in the Triad. Every industry is hiring right now. If you're a job seeker, feel very confident that you're going to have many opportunities. If you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting to join the workforce, you really do need to get in. Now is the time to do so. And
I'm seeing we've got a graphic up that we just put up. There's 900 job openings in the Triad alone that you guys are listing.
You bet. So, and that's just, I probably only listed about 650 of them right here, but we do a lot of manufacturing and logistics work, really in machine operators all throughout the Triad area, material handlers, Greensboro, High Point, Winston-Salem, pickers, packers. We do all those things, especially in the Thomasville area and the Ashburn area and Burlington. And then we do a lot of upper level placements, engineers, human resource managers, customer service, call center. We do the whole gamut, and we're doing a lot of hiring right now. We'll have about 7,000 employees this year, work for about 150 different employers in this area.
Okay, there's not a shortage of jobs, friends. That is for sure. All right, Chris Rivera, what are you seeing in Guilford County specifically when it comes to job openings?
Yeah, I think Will really hits it on the nail on the head. The market is extremely hot. The statistic that you cited earlier, record low unemployment. Gilbert County is no exception to that. Very similar to Will, who's representing multi-counties. We're seeing an extraordinary amount of jobs that are posting to our NC Works online website. Just in the last 45 days, we have about 1,100 new active jobs that employers are recruiting for, similar to what Will is saying, across all industries, all occupations. It truly is a job seekers market at this point. Employers are being very creative with, wages and flexibility and all of the things that our community is looking for to get back into the workforce. But yeah, it's a lot of work out there for those that are looking to transition to new careers or just get back into the workforce.
All right, well, speaking of transition, Lee, that's kind of like your wheelhouse, right? When people come to Gilbert Works and they're like, I've been doing this, but I think I want to do this, and now there's lots of job opportunities to do that. How can Gilbert Works help those folks?
The main reason, or the main way that we can help them is by assisting them with their resume. Definitely want everybody to be mindful, as I've said time and time again, make sure that you are crafting or tailoring your resume for the specific industry or career that you want to go into. A lot of people have these very general resumes that don't really hit on a lot of keywords that a specific job may focus on. In addition, I am offering our cover letter workshop. Come to find out that most employers will consider a candidate who has submitted a cover letter over just submitting a resume. So definitely want everybody to be mindful of these workshops that we offer at the Career Center, both in Greensboro and High Point, totally free of charge.
All right, so one of the questions that we just got are, what are the customer service jobs that you were talking about, Will?
You bet. So a lot of inbound, outbound, and call center jobs are what we have in the financial industry, banking, as well as just overall clerical administrative insurance. So when I loop them in there together, I'm really talking about almost probably a dozen companies. So a lot of it's work from home as companies really have shifted and adjusted there as well. So please, if you're interested, give us a call or apply with us.
All right, let's talk about one of the biggest players that's been making their name in the Triad, Chris, and that is Publix.
Yeah, let's talk about Publix. So, as viewers know, Publix is building a large distribution center over in the eastern part of Gilbert County, or in East Greensboro. It's been under works for quite some time now, but their team has started to post positions out there for our community members to consider joining that team. They've provided us and some workforce partners with a QR code that we're hoping that you guys will publicize to the public, in which those individuals can go ahead and establish a profile on the Publix portal or hiring portal, and then see the available jobs that are out there right now. So in working with their HR team, they're looking for some skilled positions at this point. So you'll see things around distribution staffing coordinators, some maintenance technicians, AM, PM, some industrial safety trainers, and things like that. But the bulk of their hiring really is going to come about in the summer, when they're looking for their what they call Category 1 positions. These are the warehouse workers, forklift operators, and positions like that. Those positions there, individuals in our community can earn as high as $30 per hour, which is extraordinarily high wages for distribution type jobs. So they'll be hopefully ramping up, some 200-300 local hires for that. But the first thing that the community wants to do is go ahead and get into the portal, establish an account, and set up the alerts that when those positions post, they'll be notified and have an option to go ahead and apply.
All right, we had that graphic up with that QR code the entire time you were talking, so that gave people a lot of time to get their phone out and take a picture of that. We will put it on the website as well so that you'll have that too. Hey, Lee, this person is asking, I have a 17-year-old who's going to be a senior in high school next year. He's been looking for a summer job but does not want to do fast food. It's not an option. So where should he be looking?
Well, the number one resource I would give him would be the Next Gen program. Those at the Career Center who work with young adults between the ages of 16 to 24, we can do some personality assessments to see what may be a good industry for him to go into. Aside from that, we do have our 500 Greensboro Police Department Youth Initiative hiring event that we are having tomorrow at the Greensboro NC Works Career Center, located at 2301 West Meadowview Road, from 10 to 2. We're going to have over 20 employers, so they're not going to be all fast food. So you can come out, you can talk to some employers about possible summer jobs, and definitely utilize the Next Gen program and the services that we offer.
All right, and Next Gen, and even if they're not in Greensboro, that Next Gen can probably transfer to other places like through NC Works.